Hey guys, it's Joel from guntoter.org. Welcome back to the channel. And this is going to be an update video, kind of what's been going on and what's going to be coming up. Now, before we get into that, if you go down in the corner, hit like, hit share, hit subscribe, and go down into the video description and check out our Patreon page. Everything that we review here, we buy. We don't get sent anything for free, and we do that to give you as bias-free reviews as we possibly can. So if you could help us out, that would be awesome. Now, for those of you who've been following the channel for about the last year, you've probably noticed that it's been a little inconsistent as far as the number of videos I've posted and the time between those videos. You've also probably noticed the background's been a little weird and it's just been kind of a little off. I do apologize for that. Basically, 11 months ago, I left the house and I did 2.5 months of train up. So that's when you saw all those videos that looked like I was living in a hotel. That was 2.5 months of train up. And then I did 9 months outside the States. So that's when the screen went white and things got a little bit irregular as far as how often I could post. So I apologize that things got a little hectic over the last year. I've been gone for about the last 300 days or so. So I'm back and I am trying to kind of get caught up and get back up to the expectation that you guys have of this channel as far as getting out regular videos and getting out good quality content. Hopefully the quality is not, the content itself has not suffered too much, but I know the timing and the number of videos has been an issue. So I do apologize for that, but I'm going to try to get that fixed going forward. In the spirit of that, we do have several projects that we're kind of looking forward. For those of you who like to comment, I do read your comments, as I said. And one of the things that was brought up in the comments is that you would like some testing on accessories for the Baofeng, especially remote mics. So absolutely. I am definitely not a super tech guy. If you want to talk super nerdy about radios, I can recommend a couple YouTube channels that will totally satisfy your need and yet do it in a very practical way. I am more of an end user, but I will happily approach some of that from the end user perspective. Obviously, I did the reviews on the pouches. I'll happily move into accessories. We're probably going to start off super cheap. I mean, Baofeng's a cheap radio to start with, right? But we'll start off with like Amazon accessories, and then we may move into some of the higher end accessories, some of the higher end push-to-talks like from Disco 32, and some of the higher end radio relocation kits, and maybe some of the weavable antennas from CAA tail antennas and so on. So I'm definitely gonna kind of head down that path. As always, I will keep doing reviews on micro rigs. I have 2 micro rigs here already to get reviews on. One is the Beez Combat Systems Aptum Micro X. I happen to have the AK version. I did talk to Beez to make sure to kind of get some clarification on their AK versus their AR version. The actual micro rig itself is the same size. So the only difference really is the inserts. So I will be getting that out. I also have a piece of gear for Wilde custom gear, which is kind of a fairly significant departure from a lot of the other micro sets. It only has one main pouch. It doesn't have that second pouch. So we're going to be looking at that as well. Project I just kind of finished up, very small project, but if you go to the blog, and if you're not following our blog, it'd be great if you would. On the blog page, I'm actually going to put up, I have a file up that has Beez, Wilde, Spiritus, RDR, and Haley. And it has the main pouch measurement, the front pouch measurement, notes as far as different configurations, has the back measurement, has the distance between the male buckles on top. So lots of different measurements. So if you're trying to figure out if it's going to work with a particular piece of equipment, you can take a look at that. If you could go take a look, if you could leave some comments on there as far as what other information you would like to see, like decision-making information you would like to see in that document, that would be awesome. I will happily update that and get that going. So the last thing I have is I'm also going to be doing a series on Airsoft. I started playing Airsoft with my kids. I have kids that are kind of middle school age, getting ready to head into the teenage years. So I started playing Airsoft with them as kind of a fun thing to do. They really enjoy it. But I'm also looking at it from the training perspective, as far as with the price of ammo and then the constant restrictions on where you can shoot and everything else. Is there, an analog between using Airsoft to train that you can directly apply over to real firearms, and maybe some cheaper reps and or force on force and other applications with the Airsoft side of things. So I'm going to be doing that. I guess my final thing is a question for you guys. Obviously you've seen, as I've gone through and done videos, you've seen various plate carriers and stuff that I've been wearing. If y'all are interested in a video just on a rundown of just that gear and what's kind of put together on it, I've had a few questions on it, but didn't have enough that I thought really merited a full video. But of course, I am happy to make a video if that's what you guys would like to see. I do also have a new plate carrier coming that you'll probably start seeing in some of my videos. So expect that here very shortly. Hopefully it'll actually be delivered sometime this week, and I can start incorporating it into videos going forward. So lots of stuff. Summary. Baofeng accessories, more micro pouches. Please go check out the blog and look at the measurement document that I have on there and give me some suggestions. Airsoft stuff, and I'm probably going to involve some friends on that one, just because it's always more fun when you play Airsoft with friends instead of just being by yourself in the backyard. I mean, who didn't shoot each other with BBs when you were a kid? And let me know if you want to see some videos on some of my personal gear that you've seen in previous videos, but that I really didn't talk about the kind of the background gear, like the plate carrier and stuff. So that's all I got for you. Hopefully that explains a little bit about the past year. And again, I apologize for kind of the hectic schedule and the releases and everything else, and how inconsistent it was. But thanks for sticking around. The channel's grown even with that inconsistency, and I really appreciate that, because I can sit here and put out videos all day, but if you guys aren't watching and subscribing, then the channel's kind of pointless. So thank you again for being loyal viewers. Thank you very much for your comments, for your support through Patreon, and thanks for watching. I really hope to see you again next time.